Hello and welcome to this year's 2026 IEP Lesson Planner review. I want to show you all of the things. I'm so excited. We have some returning covers this year on Amazon, and then we have some brand new covers that are just released on Amazon only. We also have the digital version, which I will showcase some of those things that are just inside that digital version as well. But in this video, I'm going to show you inside the very much loved. I think we're 4 or 5 years old now. I don't even remember. I've lost count at this point. But the IEP and lesson planner from the Intentional IEP. Are you ready? Let's take a look at the covers while we're at it. That's the first thing. And then I'm going to show you inside each page of this IEP and lesson planner. So this was built for special education teachers because myself, as a veteran special education teacher and IEP coach, searched for years for the perfect lesson planner that also fit all of the things that us as special education teachers need to do in addition to lesson planning. And I found myself adapting and accommodating and modifying lesson planners that were already out there on the market, and then had the brilliant idea one year to just make my own. And so that is what this is. It has grown over the years. I've changed a couple of things this year, which you'll see. But this has grown into what you and I both need as special education teachers. So here is the original cover. This is the OG, but everything inside every one of these planners is the exact same. The only thing that is different is the cover. Okay, in the digital version, there's a ton of different covers that you can print off and use, but here is that cover. That is a returning cover. This is a returning cover. Now, how did I choose what covers get to come back this year versus which covers we retired on Amazon last year? It was based on you and which ones were purchased most frequently. And so the ones that you guys love the most are the ones that I kept. So we have the mushrooms, the flowers, which is also another OG cover, I think has been around since maybe the first or second year. Then you have the flower power cover. And this is the last one. This one I think was released last year. I really do like it. You're making a difference every day. Love that reminder. But this one is also another returning cover. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 returning covers this year. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 brand new covers that are Amazon exclusives only. Are you ready? One cover that was very highly requested when I asked in the Mrs. D's VIPs group, which is on Facebook. It's a free Facebook group that you can join as a special educator. I'll link it below in the video description. So if you want to join, again, it's free. I ask questions around the beginning of the year, what kind of covers y'all are looking for the upcoming school year, what your classroom themes are. That helps me make things that you need and or want for your own classroom. So feel free to join us. But beach, the beach was one. And I love the back cover. As somebody who lives at the beach, this one is probably one of my top favorites this year, but my IEP planner. Then you have this one. So this was a planner cover that we released last year, but I changed it out a little bit this year. I wanted to update the cover here a little bit. I just love these bow coquettes. Is that what they're called? Bow coquettes, I think, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But I just love the pencil bows, and so I wanted to reuse it this year, so I changed it up a little bit. Then we've got a simple black and white dots with these really fun covers, black spine. I love this pink and orange with the black and white. And you know me, you know that I love a good black and white. This one is one that I wanted to do last year, but I just could not wrap my head around what I wanted this part here to look like. So I figured it out this year, and I'm really excited because I just love the apples. I think they're super cute. Then we also have this one, which is a little bit more boho. You can see the IEP. The I has some dots in it. You got your little sun here, but love this one too. Another new lesson planner is the checks. You can see this one has checkers on it. It's the light pink checks. I'm a sucker for a checker print. And so I wanted to bring some brightness into this one here and some stars. So this is one of the new covers this year. And then we have just a plain, don't want to say plain because it's not very plain. It's got a fancy, all the things here and all the letters of the alphabet in this print. Now I have designed every single one of these covers. So everything that you see is something that I myself have made. Then we have, everyone loves a good flare pen. Everyone loves a good flare pen. So a flare pen cover, there's the back, flare pen cover. And then y'all love these composition books. So I made one that fit that kind of groovy feel of what some of your classroom themes are, which was requested. So here's a composition book, and then the back has some more things on it as well. But let's take this one over to the table, and I want to show you inside of this IEP planner so you can see all of the pages to make the best decision to decide if this is the right IEP and lesson planner for you in the upcoming school year.
You are not ready for this. I'm so excited to show you the inside of this planner. There are almost 300 pages inside of here. But before I do that, I do want to talk about the spine of this binder really quick. I know a lot of people really like having a spiral bound planner. And what I want to share with you is you can easily make that happen. So I will purchase the planner off of Amazon. So that way I don't have to print everything. It comes on really nice paper. Everything's ready to go. I take mine to Office Depot. I do it every summer, and I have them cut the spine for me, and I have them add it on for me. It costs me less than $5 per, and it gives me that option to have a spiral bound planner. This makes it super, super cheap for you guys to be able to purchase the planner, and then for $5 or less, go have them cut the spine and then add the spiral binding. I will say I do drop it off, and it takes about 24 to 48 hours depending on how much work that they have to do there at the print center, but you could take this anywhere. I've heard of people taking it to like a Kinko's or FedEx or UPS or any place that does that, and they'll do this for you. I've also had them cut the spine for me so that I can add Happy Planner discs, because I wanted to show you guys how versatile this planner actually is. So you can see this one is from 2024-2025 school year, but I kept it because I want to show you that you can use the Happy Planner punch to put the Happy Planner discs in here if you wanted to add your own pages into this, or add more pages to it, or take things out as you're using them. Now, you saw on the other one that I did add some of these divider pages or divider pieces here. I got these on Amazon. I'm going to link them in the video description below so you can grab them. I think they were a couple bucks, and you actually get two sets. You get a color set and a black and white set. So you can see that I actually have the black and white set on the spiral bound one to match the spiral binding, and then I use the color one on this one just to show you guys the difference. And so that just makes it a really easy, affordable option for you to add in if you want to quick scope over to July or August and make everything work for you that way if you really want these. Now you also can throw it into a binder if you wanted to. Again, print it yourself or buy the Amazon version, which is what this one also is. Have them cut the spine for you and have them 3-hole punch it, and you can easily use your planner that way. All right, let's take a look at what is inside of this planner. What makes it so, so good? So you have your beginning page here. And then this is additional resources if you wanted to learn about the Intentional IEP, the Intentional IEP shop, purchase the book, anything here, say first month, 50% off of your first month with us. But then you also have your table of contents. This is going to lay out where everything is. Now, not all of the pages are labeled, but it does give you a good idea of where everything is. You're going to go into the classroom information pages, classroom procedures, which I find very beneficial for when you have substitutes in the class, student login information if you want to track that, paraprofessional schedules. Now, if you have more than 3 pairs in your classroom, God bless you. You are very blessed, but you can also make a copy of this page and add it in here as well. Student service schedules, if you have more students than this, again, make a copy of the page. School personnel contact information, IEP team specialist contact information, like your OT, your PT, all of this. I would use this more for like grade level peers and the librarian, maybe the school psych or the nurse, the administrators, things like that. So you have it all in one place. Your caseload snapshot, 2 pages. And then you have student profiles. Now, the average caseload is 17 students, and I have had caseloads now of over 60 students when I taught in a resource classroom setting. And so what I did was I included 17 of each page that you would use for multiple things. So you can easily take one of these out of here and go make more copies if you needed more than 17 copies. But that's where the 17 came from. That is the average caseload number. So I added 17 of them in there for you. Long range planning by week and by month. And then you have your curriculum map. So you have quarter 1, quarter 2, and you have all the other quarters. Up here is where you would put like ELA, math, science, social studies. Maybe we're doing a life skills unit or a social skills activity, something like that, where you could map all of that out. You have your quick glance calendars, IEP tracking calendar, and quarterly tracking calendars for your IEPs, where you can have like a quick glance, our IEP writing timeline, and then your caseload IEP writing timeline. And then it goes into the months. One thing we did this year was we numbered your months here. So you can see that all of the days are numbered. Our original planner, they were all blank. So we've numbered them for you this year. Updated your planner over here so that you have the upcoming month if you wanted to plan out meetings. You have your related services checklist to make sure your students are getting all of their services, your month at a glance. And then it goes into your weekly lesson planning pages. And one thing we did different this year was we added the date at the top. So we tried to add as many boxes for you as possible. We know that, and I know as having been a resource teacher and an inclusion co-taught teacher, that a lot of the lesson planners are out there don't have enough boxes. What's really nice is with the digital planner, you can edit this to be exactly what you need with as many boxes or as little boxes as you need. So I tried to give you as many while still not making them super small so that you could write. I have larger handwriting, so I kept that in mind when making these pages, but it goes through each week. Why did we start with July? Well, in the South, we go back at the end of July, but as a special education teacher, sometimes we often teach extended school year. So I wanted to give you the option of having pages in here to plan for that. Then it goes into August, and the same thing, related services, month at a glance, and then into your lesson planning pages. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip, because they're all the same. This planner goes from July through June of the following year. I was gonna say July, but it's July of 2026 through June of 2027. And then it goes into your IEP meeting checklist. So again, this is a front back page where if you need more, you can cut it out or rip it out, make copies. There are 17 copies because the average caseload is 17 students. So you have all of those pages here. And then it goes into your collaboration log. I have multiple pages for that. The bell curve poster, which you can reference while you're reading evaluations, holding IEP meetings, writing those present levels. The bell curve conversion chart, assessment timelines, student assessment scores, third-party billing. This is one thing that when I was creating this lesson planner, no other planners have this, third-party billing, as special education teachers, especially if you teach in a self-contained unit. We have to do a lot of third-party billing, especially to Medicaid. Then you have the accommodation tracker. So this is for, you could either do this for one specific student, or you could list out students and list out the most common accommodations and modifications that you have. Do a check mark, write the date, however you want to track accommodation use. So you have 17 of those pages. Now it goes into the IEP goal tracker. Same thing here. This is for one student. You have their goals. So this would be goals and objectives probably, right? Because that's a lot of goals to track, but I wanted to give you enough space to do that if needed. Now you could do a 1 month here. This could be, just August and September. And then this is one student's, and you could easily, again, front back, take this out, make copies if you wanted to utilize that in that manner. Then at the end, you're gonna have some parent contact logs. This is a free download. I adapted it for this, but the parent contact log, I'll leave a link for it. It is a free download in our shop if you want to try out the parent contact log. And then at the end, you have your professional development log, because as teachers, we are always learning. And then there's just note pages at the end to round us out.
Thank you so much for being here to learn more about the IEP and lesson planner. I hope that by showing you everything inside, I've answered all of your questions. However, if I haven't, please leave a comment below this video. I will come back and answer all of the questions that you do have, or you can always email me, Stephanie@MrsSteve'sCorner.com. Don't forget that we also have our book called The Intentional IEP. It is about a more collaborative way and a more collaborative practice with best practices to that IEP process, to writing IEPs for your students through everything, for the whole IEP cycle, from IEP writing to data collection to the meetings with parents, the collaboration that happens throughout the whole entire process. I'll link this book below as well. And then I'll also link the digital IEP and lesson planner along with the Amazon planners for you to easily shop. Again, any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.